Hi guys, good morning and welcome to the Euro Car Show. What am I driving today? Well, I'm in the brand new BMW 520d Touring. What is Touring? Touring is basically an estate car. It means it's a bit longer and definitely more practical. You get more cargo space, your passengers will have more headroom. Alright, so let's start with the beginning. This car is a 5 Series, and being the new model, you can see the headlights are now like basically fused into the kidney grille. It looks good. It's not that big of a difference, but it does look good, I have to say. As for the back and the overall shape of the car, it's a little bigger, like unnoticeably bigger. If you put it next to the old model, you're not really gonna notice that much of a change, but yes, it's bigger, it's a bit lighter. And as far as looks go, well, for the sedan, I honestly prefer the previous model. As far as the Touring goes, I kind of like the new one. I like the dual exhaust in the back. I like the shape. I think it's a good looking car. This one has the luxury pack. We'll talk more about it in a minute. But yeah, the wheels are pretty nice, and the overall shape of the car is pleasant to the eye. I kind of like touring cars. It's been like this kind, you know, that guilty pleasure of mine. I love the A6 Avant. I love the Mercedes E60. I mean E63. Yeah. I love the Mercedes E-Class, the touring model. I kind of like. I don't know. I like touring models, though we've never had one. Like, I don't recall ever owning or really driving, except those press cars. I don't really recall driving a touring car. There's this feeling that you get way more room in the car, and honestly the difference between the sedan and the touring is not that big. We're talking like 30 something millimeters. That's like 3 centimeters. That's nothing, let's be honest. But in your mind, or mine at least, it does make a huge difference. I mean, in the back, thanks to the shape, you get way more headroom, and you feel like the car is more roomy overall. The trunk, obviously, super spacious, super practical. You can fold the seats down. That's standard on most estate car nowadays, so I think it's basically pointless to talk about it for another 5 minutes. So let's talk a bit about the interior. I think the trim is really nice. This being the luxury pack, it has some extra options, but yeah, it's not fully digital, the dashboard, but you get like this half situation. It's weird. You don't get a heads-up display, so it's not fully loaded. Actually, far from it. I've had the 530e, and it was a good car. It was really well optioned out. The nice diamond stitching seats and so on, and these comfort seats are, well, super comfortable. They're supportive and you feel good, and even the headrest is super comfortable. So yeah, a big thumbs up for the seats. Besides that, obviously you can get air gesture control with this car. You can get all the 5 Series options that we've maybe grown accustomed to with the new model. But I don't want to bother you with like every single little spec on this car and every single little detail like most journalists, because I don't think that's interesting. So engine-wise, being the 520d, you get a 2.0 diesel engine, obviously 4-cylinder, obviously turbocharged, and making, well, 190 horsepower, which is a bit more than the previous generation, and 400 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot. It's plenty. The engine feels super torquey, doesn't need to rev to get up to speed. It's really pleasant. Gearbox, obviously 8-speed automatic. It's pointless to get a manual nowadays in these cars, since the automatic it's just way more everything. Actually, it's so much better. If you're interested in 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, this is rated at under 8 seconds. It launches very well. Honestly, very well. Finally, the main point of buying a 520d over a 520i or any other engine, it's because you get an amazing fuel consumption. Like, I've been driving it like a madman, and I'm averaging like 8 liters per 100 kilometers. So average fuel consumption, they rate it at under 5, I rate it at over 5. Count average maybe 6. On the highway you're gonna get lower than that, especially if you drive at legal speeds. Again, the 8-speed gearbox does help with that. Don't get the 6-speed manual, it's pointless, especially if you're interested again in fuel economy and stuff like that, and performance and, well, everything. So just don't get the manual with this car. Now that we've talked specifications, let's talk about the way this car drives. And well, obviously it's less sporty than a sedan. Well, it's not really sporty, but it's fine. It's quick and it can handle, kind of. Estates can be really fun actually, and this one has the potential to be fun. You can get it like an X-Drive, you can get it with the bigger engine. Honestly, if I were to get a 5 Series right now, I would probably get a Touring because it's more practical and to me it looks better. But as far as handling and all those sporty stuff, obviously the sedan is gonna be better, it's gonna be a bit lighter, blah 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 blah. But since sportiness is not everything that matters to a regular person, you have to know that this car is super quiet on the inside. Overall, it's a very pleasant experience, especially on long road trips, especially on, you know, on the highway. It will be perfect. It will be just amazing. That's where this car makes the most sense. So yeah, overall it's big thumbs up, and can't really criticize this car on many points, except maybe the price. Yes, the price. This car starts at 42,000 euros here in Belgium, and this one as it stands is 66 point something K. That's an incredible amount of option. So we're talking over 20,000 euros in option and VAT and so on. So that's crazy, BMW. What the? Because in the end, there's not that much of a difference with the old model. You don't get that much more. The interior is a bit revised, yes, but you can get the older model, like a premium BMW selection, low kilometers, everything, with all the options you might want and so on. You can get it for about 25,000 euros. This is almost 3 times as much. So yeah, in conclusion, would I recommend this car? Of course, if you want a new BMW, an estate car especially, or even the sedan, and you want something practical, economical, good looking, of course, go for the 5 Series. It's a no-brainer. It's a good car. You have competition, of course. You could always consider Lexus, but then again you can get it as a diesel. You can always consider Mercedes, but you know, it's all up to your own preference. But overall, I'm pretty happy and content with this car, and it's now beeping because I'm parking it. Oh, by the way, parking wise, it's just like this weird option, as if you get too close to something, it's gonna brake for you, so it's not gonna let you, you know, hit the thing. And since my garage is uber small, I have to basically feed the car like 1 or 2 centimeters away from whatever is behind it. At first I was struggling to actually park it in the garage, and I just had to like deactivate every single parking assistant. Let me actually park the car, which can save your bumper, but those can be annoying if you have a garage like mine. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for today. I didn't want to go over all the details and every single thing because I've already covered it with a sedan model. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Please make sure to leave a comment letting me know if you enjoyed it or not, and I don't know, if you have any questions, feel free to write a comment. I'll answer as soon as I can. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. It helps me a lot. It will show your appreciation for my work. Appreciation for my work. And yeah, just it takes a second. It's free, so why not do it? Do it.